Hi everyone. Today we are going to explore Things Fall Apart in a New Way. We will be using scenes from the acted film in 1987 starring Pete Edochie as Okonkwo. We will analyze his life, his decisions, and why he is considered a trash film. Let's start by looking at his rise in the village.
Everybody gather! Son of Okonkwo, the roaring flame. I am coming to Isike to wrestle him and beat him. I will beat him. I will devour him.
So if you look closely at this moment, you will notice something very important about Okonkwo. Everything about his life is built on control. From the way he wakes up early in the morning to perform rituals, to how he measures his success through yam and titles, even to the way he confidently declares victory before the fight begins. But here is a deeper issue. This is not just confidence, it is pressure. Okonkwo is not just trying to succeed, he's trying to prove something. His entire identity is built on the fear of becoming someone else, someone he refuses to be. And when a man builds his life on fear instead of understanding, even his strengths can begin to work against him. And that's where the real story begins.
Let me hear, mother. Let me hear.
Father, please, don't give up.
Should I stay at home and die like a woman? If I don't go to fight, mother, will you fight for me?
Have you forgotten that your father died when you were at war?
Yes, but that was my father.
Am I going to die when you're at war?
You will not die. I will come back.
Go and talk to him.
Since when did I give you the privilege to talk to me like that? Eh? Don't be stupid. Go and take care of him.
So what's happening here is more than just anger. This is how Okonkwo understands strength. To him, fear is unacceptable. Emotion is weakness. And listening to his own family is a sign of failure. Okay, so notice how he dismisses their concern. Not because they are wrong, but because he cannot afford to appear weak. If you notice clearly, even in his own home, he chooses authority over understanding. Now, here is a deeper problem. When a person cannot listen, they cannot bend, and definitely cannot show vulnerability. They don't just control others, they begin to isolate themselves. Sometimes that isolation becomes the beginning of a much bigger fall. And this is where strength slowly turns into something dangerous.
Do not bear a hand in his death. Yes. Umuofia has decided to kill him. The oracle of the hills and the caves has pronounced it. But I want you to have nothing to do with his death. That boy calls you father.
I told him he now belongs here. And he calls me father. Must I obey the oracle? That boy calls me father. I must show no weakness this time.
So this moment is not just about obedience, it's about choice. Okonkwo was clearly warned not to take part in this act. So this was not a mistake, it was a decision. And the question is, why did he do it? Because in his mind, showing compassion is more dangerous than committing violence. Notice something very disturbing. The boy trusts him, walks with him, even sees him as a father. At the moment he was about to be killed, he kept screaming, "Father, forgive me. Father, forgive me." Yet, in that moment, Okonkwo chooses to silence his own feelings just to protect his image. This is where we begin to see that his greatest battle is not the society, but within himself. And when a man starts to ignore his own conscience, the consequences are never small. And from this moment, nothing in his life remains the same.
Okonkwo. What have I done? You have killed the son of Esudu.
Dago, why did the gods choose to destroy you?
I don't know.
You were the lion of the people, the voice of the people.
Obiorika, there is nothing we can do now. The circle is completed. I shall be away on exile for 7 years.
Okay, what makes this moment truly powerful is not just the accident, but what it reveals. Okonkwo did not plan this, he did not choose it, but yet he still suffers the consequences. And these introduce something deeper into his story. The idea that sometimes a man's downfall is not caused by intention, but by the pattern of his life. Notice how quickly everything changes. From celebration to chaos, from honor to destruction. His compound is burned, his titles are stripped off, is sent away. It's almost as if everything he built with so much effort can disappear within a single moment. But here's a deeper question. Is this just an accident? Or is this a result of a life built on rigidity, pride, and force? Because sometimes when a person refuses to bend, life itself will force them to bend. And from here, his fall is no longer avoidable.